recording. So finishing off from last week when you guys had your first ship-to-ship encounter. Woo! And to be perfectly blunt, you guys kind of wrecked shop.
That was all my encouragement to Haley.
Yeah, that and shooting their sails and making them unable to do anything.
Yeah, that was fun.
Surprise, surprise, dead fish in the water is easy to shoot.
That and AoEs.
You also managed to succeed taming said T-Rex over the week travel before this encounter.
Yeah.
Due to succeeding on enough checks. Then afterwards, you have all taken a long rest again for anybody whose sheet is not up to date. And you've travelled on the other 4 or 5 days to get to the island that you are travelling roughly to. You're like, it's roughly here, going by navigator's tools, because maps are not 100% precise.
I was going to say, what did we loot from the ship?
Yeah, did we loot the ship?
You did.
We did. That was going to be covered this week.
You did.
Right.
Surprise, surprise, most of the crew's gear is totaled because when you shoot people with cannons, there's not much left.
Yep.
And a good chunk of your attacks were things like fireballs and cannons. Looting from the ship, you get 3 barrels of grain.
Peter, you write this down?
Yep.
So 3 barrels of grain, a barrel of salt, 2 barrels of miscellaneous spices. And then that is everything in the cargo hold that is salvageable, like the actual kitchen, meats are out and dried and half eaten,
As well as 1 swivel gun, 2 cannons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't know why I just had an encoder error. I'll have to try and mesh those together. I'll just cut the first 5 minutes off. Not really a big problem. Yeah, so you got the swivel guns. You didn't loot anything really from the kitchens or anything. The only other things really salvageable are in the captain's quarters again. There is a locked chest again.
Did we find a key on the body or anything like that?
No, the captain got cannoned, I believe.
I think the captain
he got
swivel.
shot.
It says, didn't he get swivel gunned?
As I said, he
Oh, no.
got cannoned.
Doesn't matter.
I was going to say, didn't he get the final shot was Trent with the finger gun?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You didn't find the key.
Okay, what's the check for checking traps again? Perception or something?
Yeah.
Thieves' tools is dexterity, isn't it?
I'm
Yeah,
checking
it's,
for traps
traps.
first.
Normally it's investigation sort of thing, because it's fine detailed.
There you go, investigation then.
There we go. So yeah, you got all of those. So you're rolling for investigation is for finding traps and the like.
I was going to say, how many cannonballs and barrels of powder did we get?
Cannonballs and barrels of powder. I will say 40 cannonballs and 3 barrels of powder.
Did you end up determining how many cannonballs we had to start with?
I will say after looting and everything, you have 50
Total.
total. For the sake of just easy working out.
Cool. Are the swivel guns and cannons using the same ammunition?
I don't know, because those are big swivel guns.
Yeah, right.
No, I'll say you've got 30 main cannon, 20 swivel gun shot.
Okay. So 30 and 20, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Since statistically you have double the big cannons that you do have swivel guns. With your 19 investigation, it does not appear to be trapped.
Okay, I guess I will try this. What attribute are these two tools?
Dexterity.
Dex? Right.
You dig through, you get your thieves' tools in, and then clink, lock swings open. This one was not as heavily locked.
Awesome. What?
At this point, I'd like to ask, who is currently in the captain's quarters?
I'll learn that mistake from last time.
Well,
I'm the captain.
obviously me.
I'm asking because only the people present will know what's in the chest. Before someone goes, aren't you going to share that? And only Raymond's in the room.
I'd be there.
Yeah, as fellow captain.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I'll be in there.
So,
And simply because
Raymond, Trent, Mikey.
So Captain, First Mate, and Bosun are all there.
Yep.
And simply because I remember what happened with the last chest, I'm gonna open it from the side.
Sure.
I'm really hoping not to get shot.
Congratulations. There is no gunshot.
Awesome!
Every hour,
A deep
fireball.
purple mist starts rolling out of the chest.
Some bitch!
I need constitution saves from everyone in the captain's quarters.
This is
Yep.
not a good roll. Oh, that's actually not that bad.
Was the 20 what we have after the battle, or what we looted?
The 20 is what you have afterwards.
Con save. Okay.
You all succeed.
Alright, someone over
You
the
take
window.
11 poison damage. Each,
Ow.
which is negligible, because most of you are at full health, or pretty much full health, except for Bailey.
We've already had a long rest.
And, well, no, this is currently before the long rest.
Oh, right, yeah.
But none of you engaged in combat. You take this 11
We're-
damage, then you go back and go, ow, I'm going to have lunch. Back to fully healed.
Oh, cool.
So we'll just leave the health at max.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. Bailey's the only one that would have had an issue because Bailey only had like 7 hit points left after like getting riddled with bullets. Opening said chest, you find a locket, a compass, 2 bottles of whiskey, and a flintlock with a single bullet.
I never understand why all these pirates only have one bullet. Clearly, a fight's gonna need more than one.
Because you can only load a flintlock with one bullet?
You'll also make note the captain had a flintlock on him on deck.
Yes, but you can load it with more than one bullet. It will only last once, but you can.
I'm going to
Just-
take the compass because I want a compass.
I was going to say, does the compass point north?
The compass has no needle.
Compass has no needle.
Oh, it's broken and useless. Gotcha. What else was there again? The flintlock, the compass.
And 2 bottles of booze.
Ah, booze!
I'm taking one of those. I opened it.
I
Booze
take the
booze.
other one.
I guess I'll take the flintlock.
You're using flintlocks.
Hey,
You're the one using flintlocks, so we're not.
I am. But now I have 2 of them.
Mikey, you pick this up and you see the 1 bullet and you know what this is.
Do I?
This is a suicide pistol.
Oh, good.
This is the pistol with the single shot they give to people when they go, here, we're throwing you on a desert island. If you can have this flintlock with 1 shot so you can kill yourself.
Ah, yeah, this is the Jack Sparrow pistol.
Yeah. Basically, it's that. So apparently this captain may have held a grudge. Mayhaps. You don't know. He's now dead.
Alright, I'll just add another flintlock to my sheet.
The more flintlocks you have, the longer it is before you have to reload.
Exactly. I'm gonna end up like fucking Edward Kenway with 4 of them strapped to my chest.
That was an awesome feature. I loved that feature.
But then it takes you 8 minutes to reload.
2 turns.
Yes.
But yeah. Yeah,
Is there any pirate booty?
There was a large portrait of the once captain, and then there was a desk.
So
Does the
no
desk have drawers?
The desk does have drawers.
Can I open the drawers?
The drawers are locked.
Can Raymond open the doors?
I said, can I open them?
Make a strategy
James,
check.
roughly how many shots of cannon would a... Shut up, mother. How many shots of the cannon would a single barrel provide?
1.
I'm going to say each barrel is 25 shots. Trent, with a 14, you do feel the drawer budge slightly. You feel you could force the drawer.
Force that shit.
Bang! Make a dex save. No. The front of your pants are currently dissolving.
You just want paranoid fucking ship captain.
No, this wasn't trapped.
Oh, right.
He's torn the drawer out and 3 bottles have shattered over him.
Nah.
Take my pants off.
Yep.
Is there anything left in the drawer?
The drawer currently is on fire because whatever chemicals fell on your pants were combustible, at least when combined.
Guys, we should probably leave.
And right about now, your pants catch fire.
Good thing I took them off. I stepped over and just kind of we should probably leave, guys.
Just why did you do this?
It wasn't me. It was a trap. I opened the drawer, and all this liquid spilled on, and then a small spark landed and ignited it.
Where did the spark come from?
The drawer.
It was trapped, apparently.
Like I said, it was trapped. We should go.
This may be a dumb question, but are we strong enough or have a way to transfer their main cannons to our ship?
I'm assuming we would have at least a basic hoist to get cargo in and out.
I mean, I have wheels.
You have the
Yeah,
ability
okay.
to transport it. The captain's quarters is rapidly filling with flames and smoke.
Well, the question is,
have you
they
dropped
go
your
there
pants
straight
yet?
away, or was that after we looted most
Okay,
of the stuff?
I assume these events are happening concurrently.
I'm assuming
What's
these
a-
would be happening concurrently while the ship is being looted, which means in theory
Well-
there's possibly someone below deck.
What did you ask me, James?
Are you still carrying your flaming pants, or have you dropped them?
Oh, I dropped them.
Yeah, so the captain's quarters is probably about a third on fire at this point.
Yeah, I'm
Because
getting the
he's-
hell out of there.
He's just dropped flaming pants in the middle of what is probably a carpeted floor. Or a rug.
Guessing since I'm still outside, I probably see smoke and stuff, so I'm just gonna just go back to our boat. And,
Yeah.
Do you call out fire?
I don't.
No, to the people in the office.
Yes. Yes. I mean,
call
yeah,
it fire.
it'd be time to leave.
They call
I
that
was,
fire.
I was going to say, I wonder if that would put out the fire. Maybe.
If what would? You could certainly try. But they all
Even
funnel
for
out of the
fire.
captain's room.
Do you want me to try? I can try. I don't know if it's
I'm
gonna...
out of the captain's room. You can do what you want.
Yeah, right.
We're all out.
I'll see if that works.
Yeah, it doesn't put the fire out. What you did succeed in doing is a mini fire tornado. Because you just put a cold front into a hot front. It only lasts a couple of seconds. Basically, as you blast in the door, it spirals around the room. The cold blast basically funnels around the outside of the room, and it just columns up the middle. So now the roof is on fire. And then nothing. It's just burning. You made things worse.
I'm gonna go.
I'm surprised that made it worse.
The one time I don't play a cleric.
It doesn't say water, Peter. It just says cold. So I would assume that would be like cold wind or cold air.
It also freezes any non-magical liquids in the area being worn or carried.
Uh-huh.
So I would assume it's cold enough to freeze liquids. It would be cold enough to dampen, if not extinguish, the fire.
Well, it didn't work. We're moving on.
Yeah, maybe the liquids. But this is now a textile fire with the carpet being on fire.
Well, it must be a fancy ship. It was carpeted.
Well, it's a
hell
rug. Captain squads are not uncommonly having a large rug they've looted from somewhere. But yes, you did not put it out.
Cool, let's bail.
Yeah, okay.
This is the DM version of move the fuck on.
No, this is the DM version of use a bigger spell if you want to put it out.
Right, now you've
It's also
told
by
him.
the time, Peter, you got like half the room's on fire and you've stood at the doorway and gone 15-foot cone into like a 30-foot room. You've effectively thrown 2 buckets of water at a room fire.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I haven't had a long rest. I don't have bigger spells.
Yep.
Yeah, let's just get out of the burning room off the burning ship before we kind of, die.
Yeah.
Are we taking a cannon?
You do not have
Do you
time
want to try and take a cannon?
You do not. You have not had time to salvage a cannon. You can attempt to take a cannon over, but cannons weigh several hundred pounds.
I mean, if I'm doing it alone, I can't, so I won't try. But if everyone else is going to help, then I might.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, and then
Strength check from everyone involved.
yep.
Never
Yep.
mind.
What cannon? Let's go.
I'm tired, alright?
Why does nobody ask questions?
Ask questions later.
Michael,
Action now.
sorry, Henry, what was the first thing I did to you?
Make you big.
Give you advantage on all strength checks.
I do not remember this at all. Oh, wait, when we're breaking down the chains, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, you also start moving the cannon. You're like, we got this, we got this, we got this. Whee! Gaglug.
That's right.
I've already removed the 2 cannons from the loot list.
You just yeeted a cannon into the ocean.
Well, there's one more we can try with.
Let's try the other one.
Yeah, no.
Let's try the other one. Alright.
The captain demands it.
You're not going to get off the ship without the cannon, are you?
Hey, Batty might.
Ray, can you help me with this smaller cannon? AKA swivel gun.
On the group check with only the 3 of you, you yeet a second cannon into the ocean.
As I give Haley Ray advantage.
I'll help. Let's go.
Man, we are
What's your strength
like
score, Ray?
0.
same.
Same. Oh god, nat 20.
That was for a swivel gun, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just this small half dragon, just like, yep. Just
You do
picks up.
manage to maneuver the swivel cannon over, enabling you to replace your completely destroyed one.
We don't have a completely destroyed one. We destroyed one of theirs.
No, you blew up one of the swivel cannons in the first session.
We did?
You broke one of the cannons in the beginning because one of you got cannoned.
Oh,
yeah, remember that guy panicked
Yeah.
and then, like, overloaded the swivel gun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I survived.
So you've been down one swivel gun.
Alright, then how did we shoot 2 swivel guns last session?
Good saves forgot until just now.
Because I forgot until I reviewed the footage.
It's okay. It worked for a little bit, but it fell off, and now it's in the ocean. There you go.
Yeah. That's why Bailey didn't hit anything.
Yeah.
That's my
Shooting an
invisible swivel
pen.
gun.
Your replacement swivel gun was a barrel filled with powder. Point and pray.
I mean, I
You
could
might
build
get
that.
lucky.
So I'm assuming like the barrels of stuff would have been taken first by
The barrels are easy
NPCs.
enough. The barrels are easy enough for you guys to have gotten over during like them spending 5 minutes unlocking the chest, because you could carry those like between the two of you at full speed.
That and
a lot
our
of things-
NPC friends.
Well, that and the barrels of powder and stuff would have been on deck because of the fight. So you're basically walking over, nabbing those barrels, and walking them straight back across the gangplank.
Yeah.
Not having to go down below deck. So yes, now the ship is like half ablaze
And
Get the
we're
fuck out of there.
off the ship.
because the fire's gotten out and it's made it to what was left of the raggedy sails.
Yeah, I'm on our ship.
Yeah, get the fuck out of there.
Same.
As you pull away, you watch the flaming inferno of the ship as it slowly drifts into the horizon and sinks over the next hour or two. The whole while, Ash is still standing there without pants on.
Yeah. Who needs pants? Pants that are rated. It's my new character quirk. I don't wear pants. They're flammable.
Oh god.
Quick,
Now here's
get that person a kilt.
here's the question for Ash. Does Ash wear undergarments?
That's a very good question. Let's find out.
Pantaloons.
Oh god.
Or is Ash standing there freeballing it?
Mikey,
Holiday.
high or low?
Hmm?
High or low?
Hi.
Okay, if it's high, I do not wear undergarments.
Damn it.
Your Tiefling gunslinger is standing there with both of his rifles hanging out.
Tiefling gunslinger's there, slinging his gun.
So,
Oh god.
Well, if he
Onto
doesn't-
the
If
island.
he doesn't get pants soon, I know at least the next enemy's going to be using the cold shot feature.
Oh god.
my gosh.
I will go and look up how the cold shot feature works just for the hell of it.
Oh god. I'm assuming there was no gold or anything that was looted
Not
from the
that you
other
got
ship.
there. Because to be perfectly honest, tell me if you were fighting pirates, if they saw that, they wouldn't shoot at it. Come on, roll 20, stop being slow so I can take the things. Apparently, roll 20 is just having issues tonight.
I've noticed.
Oh, 20.
It's like completely crashed out on both my windows.
Oh.
Yeah, it ain't my internet speed. Just went and ran a quick speed test. I'm still pulling 40, so it's not that.
Through a portal
Oh, the shock
through
attack
hell.
gun. Yeah. Yeah, the shock attack gun. It sucks up a grot and then sends it through the warp, and then it shows up inside someone.
Or it'll come out or it will come out in front of them completely raging and insane. Or you'll just see blood and guts come out.
No,
Because
so
going through the warp, not a good thing.
Everything's
they,
on track. Recording is back up and everything. Halfway through that monologue about Warhammer Orcs.
We need a D&D shock attack then.
Yeah, so you end up pulling away and traveling for the next couple of days. About 2 days later, that large egg you've been carrying begins to start moving and making sounds.
Gosh.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise, it's ready to hatch.
Oh my
do the
god.
thing.
Question.
Captain, first mate, bosun.
Question.
Egg is shaky.
Who's nearby?
Me.
Well,
Where's
if
the
he
cat?
goes, if he goes bosun shaky, then me.
Mm-hmm.
And first net mate is me, so
Bahala is curious about Weird Egg. It's been making
Yo ho, steering the ship.
Yep.
Someone gotta do it.
Everybody present in the room. The egg goes shake, shake, shake. Stuff begins cracking.
Senora. I'm tired.
Good to know. So it begins to shake, and then crack, and there's small sparks from between the cracks.
Oh, cool.
All at once, the egg explodes. I need everyone to make dexterity saving throws.
Even me?
Everyone present in the room.
Okay, never mind.
I have decided to be in the room.
Owie! That's
Fucking
my
deserve
best
it.
save too. Why do I deserve it?
You made the joke. I rolled the dice.
Damn it!
I cast the bad juju at you.
You and your freaky voodoo powers.
The juju.
I like the fact that I rolled a 1 and I still have an 8. That's not a bad increase.
So only the people who rolled below a 10 take damage.
So me and Mikey.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah. It's not much damage.
How much?
It is 4 slashing damage and 3 lightning damage.
So 7.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're about to long rest after this anyway.
I give it the multiple damage types because I don't know, someone might have resistance. Or maybe a reaction feature that halves physical damage.
Someone might have that, you're right.
Someone who rolled a natural 1.
Doesn't he get that next level?
I don't know, that's up to him to remember. I said might have.
What are we looking at? Because from what I can see, I ain't got nothing like that.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's 5th he gets uncanny dodge.
Hang on.
Maybe.
Feeling agility is not that.
No, I might be wrong. It might be
Yeah, uncanny
not
dodge at
that.
5th.
Yeah, I don't have that yet.
fair. Either which way.
I'm just going through my list. Nothing.
Also wouldn't be the first time you forgot to put a feature in.
This is true.
But in front of you now where the egg has shattered is very much a medium-sized blue and gold, like slightly soggy, almost looks like horned wolf. You all know what it is because you saw what was rolled.
Shiny!
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
made your
baby. He's made your baby.
Chomp.
Sort of stand.
Can't tell if Mikey's talking to his child or the D&D character.
Oh, that reminds me of something. What the hell's the cat girl's name?
We'll get to that. You could have asked that not in the middle of another RP.
James,
Yeah.
while this egg was doing its shaky stuff, it would have been doing it for a while, wouldn't it?
Probably.
There'd been enough time to have done speak with animals in preparation for this thing popping out.
Sure. And Carol. Raymond? Carol.
Okay.
Karyl.
For real. Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's sort of blinking and looks at you, and its eyes are focusing. It's literally seconds old.
Hi there, little one.
Just sort of blinking, looking at you. continues to look around.
Aren't you adorable?
Begins to stand up. Those of you present note that even for a freshly hatched, this thing looks like it could kill a person. Because these things are basically very much like you would like any movie depiction of like a dinosaur being hatched. They're still half muscle when they're born. This thing, much the same.
I'm going to move in closer.
Uh-huh.
While speaking cautiously, carefully, and softly.
Uh-huh.
And slightly oogling over this thing because I've never seen one before.
Uh-huh. How close do you get? While this thing is looking around, adjusting to the light and the like.
Not close enough that I'm within, instant bite distance.
Uh-huh. After 30 seconds or so, its eyes are fully open and it's looking around. And
can I pull out a chunk of meat from my pack and offer it to it?
Sure, you can easily do that. It starts sniffing the air. It locks eyes on the meat, but it doesn't move.
I'm going to put the meat down and take a step back.
Uh-huh.
And go, that's for you.
As you move back, and there's a decent space around it, it hops down, it prowls forwards before lunging a good 6 feet and effectively spear tackling the meat, gobbling it down.
Well, that's interesting. Hi, little one. Did you say anything yet?
It completely disregards you.
Me?
I will be needing at this point a animal handling check with advantage because you've given it meat.
To who?
Whoever wants to attempt to try and communicate with this thing in some reasonable fashion. Or are you going to just let it walk around the ship?
I have a +2.
20 is enough.
You had advantage, so you could roll again and see if you get a nat 20.
Why? It doesn't help you with skill checks.
Yeah, he could get a 22 total and a 20 already passed. So it's not immediately hostile, and once it's calmed down, it sort of looks around and it adjusts somewhat to the people currently present. It starts getting that little bit playful, and it's quickly moving on into that 8 to 10 week old puppy mentality.
That's a quick turnaround.
As someone who has literally watched an hour-long video on the ecology of these things, you'd be surprised it's not already trying to eat you. These things are born ready to hunt. They don't... These things are very much like, fly, go eat your food, not real... They're solitary creatures. You're basically looking at equivalent of raising techniques of a land shark. Left thing hatches, go eat.
Whole turtle mentality of, you're at your show, you're on your own, bitch.
Pretty much. But yeah, it's over the eating, none of you evidently being hostile to it. It quickly warms up to in its mind, this is a safe, relatively home environment because it doesn't know any better. Because again, none of you are attacking it, so the flight or flight has not kicked in.
Zap. I call it zap.
Noticing that it's seeming to be going in towards a much more playful mentality, I will take a feather from my headdress and dangle it in front of its face. Let's see what happens, shall we?
Tilt. Swipe. Tackle. Make a strength save. Cool. I have to actually check if that. I actually have to check if that passes, or if you just got knocked on your ass. You do not fall over, but it does its damnedest. Actually, it does knock you over. The DC was 13. I thought you rolled a 13.
Oh well.
So you're like feather, and it's like swipe, tackle. You are now prone. It is on top of you. It is at this point you realize it is, I think, legitimately stronger than you. What is your strength score?
17.
You are ever so slightly stronger than it. Marginally. This thing was born with a strength score of 16.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Raymond is suddenly a lot less sure on keeping this thing on the ship.
Gives it the good pats and the chin scratch.
Uh-huh.
After that, I'd like
Did
to
I
make
assume that's how it works?
I was going to say, can I make the image of a small rodent or something running around beside it
Sure.
and make it disappear when it pounces on it?
So you're laser pointering it.
Pretty much.
Uh-huh. Cool. The captain's probably going to want you to replace that floorboard it just put its fist through.
Oh, wow.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to fix that.
It's dived off
I'm-
Bailey to attack, and I'm looking at a nat 20 to attack the illusion.
I'm just gonna go out of my way to not piss it off.
So yeah,
That's-
it's just put its 16 strength claw straight through a floorboard.
He's strong.
Yes.
To be fair, it's about as strong
I'd
as
like-
your T-Rex. Because I think your T-Rex is also 16.
I'd like to attempt to pick it up to see how heavy it is.
That's the one thing I hadn't counted on. Give me a moment.
So I was going to bring out my familiar, and it's like, no, this thing's probably going to try eat my familiar.
Well, that's why Kahala's just gone, he's durable enough to play with it. Before anyone else accidentally gets bitten.
My idea is basically use minor illusion to keep its hunting instincts and basically put the meat down and have it hunt the illusion to get the meat. So it's not being fed.
You realize we
still-
have, like, fishing gear, we could literally do a piece of meat on a string, right?
Yeah, that's
And I
still...
fly.
Yeah, true. Plus, I could just mage hand it around if needed.
You go to pick it up, it's about 130 pounds.
Oh, fuck!
I'll be back. Grabbing the ship.
Uh-huh.
This thing's a medium, isn't it?
Yeah. I told you, the egg was like 4 foot tall.
This thing's already big enough I could ride it.
Yeah. I told you, it's not a small egg. That's why when you were like, you're carrying it, I'm like, you're what now? Last week. I told you, the egg was bigger than you last week.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's use the feather again, I suppose.
I'm going to just skip forwards before we're here for an hour. You can play with it as much as you want over the next couple of days. This is part of your bonding thing. I will say, over the next... How long does Speak with Animals last?
Speak with animals. Oh, I can keep it up indefinitely.
Cool. You eventually figure out it doesn't work. This thing doesn't count as a beast. So it technically Speak with Animals does not work. Eventually, from talking about it, just after like an hour or two, it's still not acknowledging you any more than anyone else. Also, technically, it doesn't know a language regardless. So, but that doesn't matter for Speak with Animals. Over like the next 3 days, I'll need 3 more animal handling checks. I'll say all of these with advantage because, as far as it's concerned, this is family. But you'll still need to make the appropriate checks to not have the thing go veiled.
Oh boy.
I need 1 more. Cool. So give me 1 last check.
No.
Yeah, you manage to get in the thing's good graces, and it doesn't go feral and try to eat people. So much like with the T-Rex, you managed to hit the DC enough times.
Sweet.
You did get 2 fails though.
You think?
It bit someone's hands.
Shortly after, though, the party trans character for the most part guiding the ship. On the horizon, a small island with a single tower appears. And Trent is checking the map, getting the navigator to double check it. Like, that is roughly where his treasure map goes to. The island is probably only 30 or 40 feet across. It's very much a tiny island. As you get closer, you see there are 3 cannons positioned on it with a couple of boxes of cannonballs.
I was going to say, it's been another 7 days travel, hasn't it?
Yes.
Cool, updating everything.
When the map decides it wants to not JPEG.
Can we see anyone on this island?
No. The island appears to be abandoned.
What island?
Basically, it is there is a single tower, which is the rectangle you can see. It is partially collapsed. A couple of lean-to tents, almost as if it was a deserted holdout island. But does not appear to be anybody on here. But on your map, Trent, on one of the illustrations of the island, the rough geography does match up with the treasure map you have.
Whoop. Let's get this treasure, yo.
Yeah.
So we're
Once the
approaching
map
from
loads.
the east, aren't we?
Yes. So you pull up just off east map.
Man, we should be coming from the west. There's no cannon haste that way.
I was going to say, wonder if I can train the Zingo to be a mount.
I was about to say, can we take it for a walk on the beach?
How are we getting? Does the ship have?
I'm assuming it has his longboat.
Have a longboat on it?
Yes.
Well, yeah, let's take the Zenoga for a walk on the beach.
T-Rex
I mean, it's a
just
small
standing on
island.
there.
We can't lose at that.
We could bring the T-Rex. So
How big is
Michael,
T-Rex?
you take the T-Rex, I'll take the Zenoga.
I was going to say, longboat normally has, like, what, 6-seater?
Okay, let's just bring everyone.
I say do like 2 trips for everyone.
Yeah.
One with the T-Rex, one with the Singogre. I'm going to be beside the Zinogre. Hey, wizard riding into battle on the back of a Zinogre.
Yeah, fair.
It just means the Zinogre
Fair,
then
but-
doesn't get to attack. Because it'll be at the back, keeping the wizard alive.
Yeah. You also have no idea what the combat actual capabilities of either of your animals currently are.
Well,
This
we
is
know
true.
we know the Zinogre likes to smash stuff.
Smashed a floorboard already.
Well, I was going to say, I'm assuming all the repairs would have been done over the days.
Easily. Well, it was basically only a single floorboard, basically. And
No,
then
the
then
as
it's-
well as the hull and whatnot.
Oh, that was all done before you even got here, because you've been traveling for weeks at this point.
Yeah,
And you took
it's just
very-
a carpenter's
You actually
tool
took
check.
very little damage from them shooting you, because they kept trying to shoot your cannons and stuff and missing.
Yeah, we took 23 to the hull and 17 to the cannon.
Yeah, which Mikey can repair. At,
We just decided to add a new
multiple
window
day or
somewhere.
something. I forget what the exact rulings were, but Mikey can heal a certain amount per day. So maybe
Well, I
not
gotta do a carpenter's tool check or something.
not super fast. But yeah, it's probably not fully repaired, but you're serviceable.
Oh, I'm gonna start walking around.
Yeah, easy enough.
D6 plus 4 every day if you roll above a 15, so it'll be fixed.
Yeah, fairly.
Come on.
No initiative
Come
order,
on.
so feel free to walk around.
Come on, Zinogre, let's go.
So yeah, I'm
Squawker,
gonna
squawker.
kind of just wander around a bit.
Just looking for a big red X on the ground somewhere.
James.
Uh-huh.
The fallen planks up here at the beach.
Yeah.
Are they just fallen on a cliffside, or is it like a weird cave thing there?
No, they're fallen. Basically, it's a lot of these platforms are very haphazard, almost as if they were built out of like a capsized ship. A lot of the wood is warped and the like. The tower that Mikey has stepped into is half collapsed.
Can I roll like an investigation around like these tenty areas to see if I find anything?
Yeah, easily enough.
Cool.
I was actually about to ask for investigation checks from you and Mikey.
How about that?
Investigation. Just
With your 18, sifting through these the 2 covered areas, Trent, you find not anything of real use. Like one appears to have been a makeshift sleeping area, and the other appears to have been a makeshift mess hall, like cups, bowls, carved out of rudimentary things. Like there are multiple coconut bowls floating around. Mikey, with yours, you
EM
find
command
yours,
again?
/EM. You find under some of the boards and everything, you find this was probably some form of lookout tower before it got bombarded.
Yeah.
You find
Is there any
smash-
sign of like recent activity anywhere?
No sign of recent activity. There is cannon holes in the walls, and the quote-unquote door you came in is a hole in the wall where obviously a cannon shell has gone through. Tables smashed. There is ripped portraits. There is a ton of ruined, warped books around. The one thing you do find is an old, rusted iron key.
Stick that in my pocket.
Yep. Trent, you looking at the map? This is very. You're now sure this is the island your map leads to.
Is there like an X on the map at all?
The X on the map is right where the tower is, right where Mikey currently is.
Well, then I'll walk into the tower.
Yep.
I was going to say, checking out these cannons, are they still functional, or...?
They are rusted, they are covered in barnacles, the wood structures are completely warped and rotten. The cannons themselves are potentially salvageable.
What about the cannonballs?
Cannonballs are all salvageable because cannonballs don't rust.
Well, they do, but who cares?
Yeah, that's what I mean. They don't rust damage-wise. Ooh, they're slightly rusty.
give-
Tetanus for the enemy.
Exactly.
Must get mending. Just yep.
Pretty much. Trent, I will allow you an investigation check with advantage because you actually have a rough idea that something definitively is in here from the map.
Roll well.
Hey.
Well,
With a 23, you look around, you see Henry holding a key where he's obviously overturned a couple of boards. You walk over to the corner, flip over another board, and you find a small little cellar.
kind of cellar.
It's less of a cellar, more of like almost a crawl space. It's only 2 or 3 feet deep, basically straight down, and then there is a chest on one side.
I found a chest. Can I roll an investigation to see if it's trapped at all?
Sure. From the angle you're at, you do not see any traps. I know, you find my answer vague, confusing, and worrying.
Alright, well, I can't see anything, so I'm just going to pull the chest up and onto the floor here.
Yep, as you begin to slide the chest forwards, you feel resistance. As if it's stuck on something. It's only a minor resistance, as if like the floorboards above have possibly warped a little bit or something. You feel with a strength check you could probably free it.
Yeah, last time you did that, you ended up in no pants.
Yeah, I'm aware. I ask, I forget Mikey's character's Henry's name. Henry, it's stuck a bit. Should I yank it or should we get the one who's more nimble?
Well, now that you've pulled it up a bit, can you see anything more?
Ah, very good. I'll have a look.
You can see an old rusted iron lock on the front that seemingly matches the key Henry's holding.
Look, key.
Ah, look at that. Who needs nimble fingers when we have a key? Do you wish to put the key in the hole?
I do wish to put the key in the hole.
The chest unlocks. It is still partially it is held shut by the fact that it's still under the floorboards, basically.
Rip.
Rip?
Oh.
Strength check. Cool. That succeeds. Can everyone make me a dexterity saving throw? Mikey and Trent at disadvantage.
Everyone?
Everyone.
3 of us out here as well?
Yes, I said everyone.
Oh no.
Why are you the way you are?
Because it's interesting.
No,
I'm
that's
even
second
patient.
one. That second one's for the T-Rex.
You've already done that. Fair. The Zinogre doesn't fall over. It rolled a 21. Cool. So nobody gets knocked. Actually, only Corin gets knocked prone as the entire island begins to shake. Violently.
Yes, guys, what did you do?
Can I put the chest back?
Too late for that.
It would require another strength check. You do have the chest free now.
Let's open it first, see what it is, then maybe put it back if I don't like it.
You open it, there are 3 items inside. Another map, a jewelry case, and a bottle with a glowing white mote of energy.
Quick, just throw them in my bag of holding and let's went.
Holding and put the chest back in the hole.
Cool. Everyone needs to make a dexterity saving throw again.
Oh, again?
Are we disadvantaged again?
No. Now you are standing.
Oh boy.
Solid 12.
God damn.
I'm glad I don't disadvantage.
T-Rex got a 1.
T-Rex is sideways. Henry is sideways.
Damn
Ray
it.
is sideways. Corin is sideways. First Mate Ancient is sideways. Everyone except for the
There's one
Zinogre
not is the Zinogre.
everyone is sideways. And at this point,
Am I sideways?
what did Corin roll?
Kahala rolled a 16.
Kahala is not sideways.
Is Kahala even walking?
Carla has wings for stability.
At this point, you see the water rippling at the front of the island.
I knew it was a turtle. I knew it. Trent just tickled its balls.
Turtle?
What can I say? I'm a pleaser.
As the whole island is now rocking, the flippers break the surface of the water, and the head slowly emerges. One beady green eye locking onto whoever's the closest on the beach. As the head tilts.
Glad that I moved towards the back. Growling at me.
Alright, time to go.
Agreed. Does the T-Rex need help getting up?
It does manage to right itself.
Good
It basically gets knocked over and it barrel rolls and it stands back up and it's looking kind of panicked.
But let's go.
How's the pup looking? Is that thing panicked or?
It is currently in aggressive dark guard dog stance.
There. It's all right. No danger yet.
Everyone back to the boat.
Big
Boat,
ass turtle.
boat, to boat.
No danger yet. Make note of what Bailey just said.
Oh,
Yeah.
We've played with you for a while, James.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
I know
aware.
it's coming. It's just not quite 100% here yet.
You pile into the boat. Are you making 2 trips? Or are you going to all try and squeeze into one boat?
Well, Kahala doesn't have to squeeze onto the boat.
Yeah, I'm assuming you didn't use the boat originally.
I will
asking
wait
everyone
on the
else.
island if they want to do 2 trips. If they're doing 1 trip, then I'm going to hop on the boat because fuck that shit.
Is anyone a really light person?
B and Haley are both small.
I'm a small.
Actually, if you didn't come in the boat, technically we could do it in 1 trip. Because we've got 4 mediums and 2 smalls.
You know what? I'm not going to hop in the boat. However, I will hold on to the side.
Okay, that's
And-
not where I thought that was going. I thought you were
And,
I thought you were about to Sea of Thieves this.
That's an idea.
Oh, load yourself into a cannon.
I like that idea.
Except cannon barrels are only about 10 centimeters across.
I mean, I could do that.
Are you 10 centimeters across?
With enough
I wouldn't be
force.
far off.
You know what the best part is? I can light it for him because I don't have to be on the boat at all.
Wait,
No,
I'm
not
not
what we're
doing it. But
Trent, just because you have resistance to fire damage does not mean you have resistance to bludgeoning damage.
For rule of cool, I'm going to allow him to fit in the cannon.
Yeah.
He will be squeezing. It will be tight.
It's rusted that much that I can just kind of push it out a little bit, you know?
and see if you
Oh,
want
that's
Really
not
Not
going
good.
to-
That's not a good thing.
No.
Do we
I'm
appropriately want
I'm
the
gonna
cannon
get in the
first?
boat because this boat's gonna need at least a captain.
I
so,
would like
new
to.
captain, yes.
I would also like to say I do put my guns and bullets in the boat they're in, and I will be blocking my ears.
Uh-huh. So we'll resolve this first, as he's evidently the first one resolved.
Well, can the rest of us at least get in the boat
Yeah,
first?
you're getting into the boat as this is happening.
I'll meet you on the boat.
Will you?
You are roughly pointing
How
at
far
the
away
ship.
did we park?
Yeah, we'll find out.
Probably only 100 feet or so. You probably parked far enough out that you didn't think you'd hit a sandbar, but not that you'd be like rowing a boat for like an hour. So within range of the cannon, Kahala, roll a d20.
No.
Squawker. Squawker.
Oh fuck!
I don't want to look.
Oh,
Oh god.
You need to say that with me going, oh fuck.
Oh
So,
my
Trey,
god.
you are airborne. Bailey, I need a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Does he have danger saves yet?
Yeah, that's level 2.
Then it's a flat roll. As you do technically see the cannon exploding coming. That's not high enough.
Now roll 4d6.
All I imagine is you see the cannon exploding. One goes one way and Kahala goes the other.
I feel like Trent is airborne. It's just because the cannon went backwards.
Well, here's the thing. James said he was airborne, not that he was in one piece.
Mm.
You know, just birdshot? Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
It's called
Bailey,
a bone
you
shot
take-
in this.
Bailey, you take 21 bludgeoning damage from shrapnel from the cannon.
My god, they are so low numbers.
Trent, I need a dexterity saving. Actually, I need an acrobatics check
Acrobatics?
with disadvantage.
I mean, it barely changes that point.
Bang! It's working! It's working! It's working! The ship is coming up a lot quicker than the. Oh my god!
Do I have a spell that could help?
No. Oh, you could use a risk dice. Dodge roll from the ship.
Not quite how that works, but
If he was a winged tiefling, maybe.
I was going to say roll a d20, you hit the sails.
I could,
Oh yeah, and Peter Pan your way down.
I could use a wrist dice. I probably should have before I took off, though.
Technically, you weren't shooting the cannon, so.
Ah, and it also takes a bonus action as well. While through the air, I'd like to use bite the bullet.
That's a temporary hit points one, isn't it?
It sure is.
Cool.
I guess can I like arms out, kind of try and aim myself to something soft?
So you're gonna try and Peter
Sure.
Pan fly?
I
Without the fairy blast?
I have a question just for semantics.
Yep.
Do you own a second pair of pants?
Oh no.
I would assume there was pants on the ship.
That's why I'm asking. I'm just asking because I'm running all the variables.
That's fair, and yes, I am wearing pants.
Because if you pancake into the side of the ship buck naked, there's gonna be consequences.
I'm making a glory hole.
Please take more than 50 damage and have to do major injuries.
No, that's probably gonna leave him unconscious.
You don't have to make a con save unless you got knocked out in one hit.
Well, I'm doing that math now.
That would have knocked me out in one hit.
Oh my god, are you serious?
I rolled exactly your health, didn't I?
Oh, with the wrist die, yeah.
With the wrist
So-
die.
So I have 39 total hit points with 8 temporary hit points.
Oh, damn.
You watch as
Equals
the-
47.
You watch as the cannon is fired and the flaming tiefling comes out barrel rolling, braces themselves, and then bounces 4 head off the railing.
Onto the deck?
I'll be nice and say yes.
I mean, I was going to put it to a dice roll, but that works too.
No, I'll be nice because you're still rolling death saves. If you didn't hit the deck, you were dead. Because if you don't hit the deck, you're in the water. Which means you're immediately drowning, and the party is multiple turns away.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So I'll give you the death saves.
Okay.
The party.
Do you forget that I can do 150 foot movement a turn?
And if he's in the water, you can't fly 150 foot in a turn. You are also back 30 feet and currently prone.
Exactly. Fun stuff. So that's what, there somewhere-ish?
Like another 4 squares.
Oh! I went up a platform.
I said 30 feet.
I went up a platform. I got airtime.
So yeah, from there you are, right roughly where you are.
I'm assuming that stairs up.
Yeah. Party can load into the ship and start going, and I need whoever is piloting the ship to make roll me a d20 plus 2.
Who's piloting? I guess probably me, huh?
Well, Raymond was on the ship still.
Right. Raymond.
Not the ship, the rowboat.
Oh,
the
rowboat.
rowboat. Not me.
There is still an aspect of the turtle to avoid.
I guess I have sea vehicle proficiency.
Yeah, so I will allow you to roll a +4. Because you actually get your proficiency as well.
Well, it comes up with a query. So what skill? Would I use dexterity or strength?
I'll say wisdom.
Wisdom?
You managed to avoid the tail.
Excellent.
As you're like, yep. We should go this way, and then the tail just breaks water and slaps down behind you. Had you reacted much slower, you probably would have lost the back half of the ship to the tail. You guys can now start paddling towards the ship. The turtle is heading away and slowly beginning to bank around. It's about this point, Bailey, where you are no longer stunned. It has been 2 turns at this point. So that you can now get up and start moving.
I shall get up and take off, so I'm at least not traveling with the rocking island.
Yeah, so you're at 15 feet up. You are given speeds, I'll say 240 feet away from the ship. Because I'll say you guys were about 200 feet from the ship, and the turtle is moving at about 40 feet around.
Fair enough. Well, let's...
Or at least that turn.
So I use half my movement to get up, don't I?
Yes. So you've had 15 feet movement up into the air.
Yep, so... Let's just add a bonus action dash and move 75 feet towards the ship, but avoiding the direct path of the tail, because I assume I could see the shadow of it.
You're also
in the
high
water.
enough up that even if you go directly over the tail's not going to go 30 feet in the air. Because you're like a good 15 feet up just on land mass, and then you're like 15... Then you probably go like another 5 or 10 feet up from that. So it's easy enough. Party is paddling. Party is making the dash action, so going 80 feet around. So it'll take you 3 rounds to get to the... It'll take you 3 rounds to get to and onto the ship. It takes Bailey 2 more rounds to get to the ship. Bailey arrives at the ship. You're watching Ash go and as you land, they seem to settle, having stabilized.
Oh, good.
I do need a concept
Lucky.
from Ash, though.
I'm just gonna say I'm surprised Zed wasn't there administering first aid.
Zed is currently readying the sails and the like. Zed was below deck, and by the time he's gotten up, because
You said a con save?
Yes, con save. You guys basically went to thing, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm not needed." Went downstairs and started preparing other stuff, and it's taken him like multiple turns to get up because he was 2 full stores. I'm gonna have to go open the DM's guide. As you've taken an injury, right? Well, the DC is 15.
I'm assuming your GM rolled that.
He did. Well,
Yes.
He GM rolled all of his death saves as well.
That bit I realised.
And I think he just forgot to turn the GM roll off.
Sure did. I rolled a 14
Ow.
and a 7.
But yeah, Ash takes like 3 or 4 turns together because he was 2 stories down and basically in the cargo hold, and it's multiple turns to make it up those stairs. So he probably got up to the top deck at around the same time Bailey did. Because the thing is, like, he's probably not started moving till probably around after Trent hit the deck, because all he's heard is a distant shot and then a thud bang. And it's probably taking him around to realise what the fuck happened. Even then, he's probably not aware that, like, a crewmate shot themselves at the ship. So you guys managed to make it back to the ship. The turtle is rounding. It's taking a fairly slow path. So you've probably got 2 or 3 turns before the turtle gets here.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Sail away, sail away.
Let's go.
Check those numbers that you rolled to answer your question. It's a 10 you need, remember?
Yeah, look at the start.
Oh, right. I missed that. Yeah, no, Trent's dead. You rolled 5. I don't know. I completely negated the fact you rolled a nat
Wait, what?
1. He rolled 5 death saves. I saw 3 of them above 10. I completely negated the fact that one of his fails was a nat 1.
Oh.
He kept rolling after he had 3 fails.
I was curious to see what I would get.
Oh, God.
I look over to the right while I'm dealing with things. I see 17, 19, 14. Assume he's fine. His first roll was a nat 1.
It literally went 1, 17, 6, 19, 14.
Big grip.
So, Ash is...
So yes, I did take an injury, James. It was death. The only thing left of me is my rifle on the bridge.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
You mean in the rowboat?
Give me a second to think about what Zed's got on him, because I don't know if I have to check if Zed's got Revivify as a. He can't have Revivify as a spell because it's a 3rd level spell. You're dead. I'm like, let me.
Does
check
Burial
Zed.
at Sea just dump his ass overboard?
I'm like, let me check if Zed's got a Revivify. Then remember, Revivify is a 3rd level spell.
Beat him to the turtle.
And
I'd like to mention,
starting with
I argued myself to death as well then.
Yeah, and starting with the nat 1, he wouldn't have even dashing. He maybe would have been topside at the beginning of the turn, and he doesn't have.
I would have died in Zed's arms.
Well, he doesn't even have healing word, so he couldn't have healed you from range. So, yeah, you died.
Yeah.
Because Spare the Dying is also touch, so Ash died. That was
Unexpected.
Was it though? You loaded yourself into a cannon.
Oh, I 100% knew there was a chance I'd die from this.
Let's see,
I wasn't expecting to die.
I'm going to say it was unexpected because I wasn't expecting that to be the way someone was going to get to the ship. At least that's correct.
You gave me the option.
You're like, I'm going to do a thing, sounding like you were going to do something stupid. And I commented on the stupid thing I thought you were going to do. I thought you had common sense not to do it.
Look, normally, yeah, but with a little spice in these downtime episodes.
See, it also didn't help that Bailey rolled a nat 1 when he fired the cannon.
Yeah.
Had Bailey not rolled the nat 1, you probably wouldn't have been knocked unconscious. You took 3.
Also, if I mentioned I had my crossbow, I probably could have done Pirates of the Caribbean bullshit again.
Well, the thing is, you took 3 extra d10 damage because Bailey rolled a nat 1.
God damn it, Bailey. That's fair.
Because you took 3 d8 damage. Actually, do you have fire resistance?
I am a tiefling. So, yeah.
Then you're not actually unconscious because 3d8 of that was fire damage.
Wait, does my Pacific tiefling have that though?
Because 3d8 of that was fire damage from the cannon exploding.
Don't they all have that? Isn't
No,
like a
they
big...
don't.
No,
Not all of them, no.
some of the racial variants traded it out for other resistances and other features.
Mm.
If you have fire resistance, you're actually still conscious.
What's the new 5e again? Sorry.
5e.tools.
5e.tools. So scheiße. Cool. Tiefling.
So
I
this is
spelled
something
that.
we'll resolve right now because I completely forgot to negate. I'm not used to players having resistances, at least not to elements, so I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, fair.
Hellish resistance. You have resistance to fire damage
From your specific tiefling?
from the Hellfire variant.
Cool, then you're taking an injury, but you're not dead. Give me a second, because I'm gonna go roll the things now. Because if you roll the wrong injury, you are dead.
Yeah.
Because one of them knocks you immediately to 0. Trent has a second chance on life. Watch him fuck this one up.
I mean, pretty in character.
And you literally just did the thing for your character.
That's fine. My character arc's finished now.
Character arc. Fuck with chest. Die. New character begin.
That's pretty standard for this party, though.
Yeah, honestly it is.
Pretty standard
Way
for Trent's
standard.
characters. What happened the last time I gave him something from his backstory? When I gave him
Hey, that one he
something from
voluntarily left.
No, I'm talking the dwarf that died.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then he also got like his own training school and left, and
No,
That wasn't the dwarf,
No, the
Beta.
dwarf didn't. That was
yeah,
the
no, I'm saying
hobgoblin.
the one after the dwarf.
You know, I'm talking
Or
about
after
the
one
dwarf that
after
died
dwarf.
like immediately after getting his like immortality, basically.
Yeah, true.
Wolf die again?
272.
Didn't that one die to the T-Rex or something?
That's right, he got me blown up and killed me.
Yeah. And then Raal had the fighting academy built in his
Roll
name.
a d10.
Roll a d10.
Yeah.
I can roll a
This is
d10.
for system shock. This is for you taking the damage. You're just stunned until the end of the turn. You do not fall to 0. You had to roll a nat 1 to die again. Yeah, because massive damage. When a creature takes damage from a single source equal to or greater than half its maximum hit points, which you still did. You roll on the system shock table. So you rolled a 5, which is creature is stunned until end of its next turn. You would have died if you rolled a 1, which is drops to 0 and is not stable.
Wait, did you say rolls if it takes half or more of its maximum hit points?
Yep.
Fuck, I need to roll that.
Can't save.
Because you literally did exactly half.
Roll a d10, please.
Oh no.
I heard that bloop, but I've not seen it come into the chat yet.
I GM rolled that one.
Ah, that would be why, because I'm on the player window. That number. Stunned until end of turn.
Oh, so it took me just longer to get back
Yeah,
to
you
the
just get
ship.
there. You just get there a turn later. Had you rolled 1 lower, you'd be dead right now. Because if you'd have rolled 1 more, you'd be at 0 but stable, and I don't know if they were turning around for you.
You saw cannon blow up, one person fly off, we assume he's dead.
Yeah. But a turn later, he flies off. You arrive at the ship. Ash is standing on like 4 or 5 hit points.
Made it.
Well, actually, you'd be on like 11 because you would have taken 11 or 12 less hit points.
I want the amount of hit points that are very low.
Yes. Bailey arrives. You have, we'll say, 3 turns before the turtle is on your ship.
Full ahead and load cannons?
I start loading cannon.
Yep.
Load the swivel.
I just go around and load everything. Until you use it all on the deck.
So, yeah, you guys can get the cannons and stuff loaded while they're getting there, because you've got 2 turns before the part, like a turn. Trent, you've got like 2 turns before the party gets there. Bailey's got a turn before the party gets there. Party gets on, all the cannons are loaded. Here is the thing. It's going to take you like 3 or 4 turns to get that longboat up.
Fuck the longboat, leave
or
it.
you can just tie it to the side of the ship and pray.
Like, why don't we just tow it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can basically just tie it to the side of the ship and pray. But like, it's gonna take like 30 seconds to a minute to like wheel it up if you want to do that.
No, just tie it off and then we'll drag it
up and on. At this point, yeah, you've got 2 turns before the turtle is on you.
Engine's full.
Yep.
Sail away!
We're going to move back to this map.
Sail away, sail away.
Where that ship can fuck off. Give me a moment to just grab a token.
How the fuck are we gonna find a turtle?
Dragon turtle, I'm guessing.
With great difficulty.
Does that mean it has like a salty seawater breath attack?
While this is getting set up, I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be back.
Yeah.
We're all gonna die.
I'll be ready for a new campaign.
I'm enjoying this one though. Don't die.
Yeah, look, let's not die.
I like
I
like this campaign setting.
See, now here's the thing. We all die, we'll come back as revenants, and our one idea is we have to hunt down this dragon turtle that knows it's being hunted and starts fleeing.
Yeah, how are we gonna catch a giant turtle and go underwater for, I assume, months at a time? We'll be reverends. We won't need to breathe.
Exactly, we harness the dragon turtle and turn it into a base. We don't need to breathe.
We become the Davy Jones of the sea.
Give me a second to check how big this thing is. Yeah, big enough.
About the same size as our ship.
Never mind. Bigger.
Well, that's the default size it came in at, so it will be resized. Good. Give me
That looks a lot more dangerous than the previous turtle, just saying.
It shook off all the sand and shit.
It's what you get when I can only find one generic token.
Fair.
So it's 100. Going by the island, it's that long. Back to this one. Nope, that's the wrong map. That one.
Really nice turtle image, though.
Yeah.
It is.
Weirdly, it has one white eye, one black eye.
Isn't one just in shade?
Yeah, but you'd think they'd
It's
have,
because it's because it's supposed to be like coming down from the top.
I returned. Sorry, I was getting something.
That's fine.
It's a sick dragon turtle.
Thank God I changed my spells.
There we go. That's about right.
Oh.
Given the rough size proportions I gave the island, that's about right.
Well, that's not too bad now.
It's actually probably about that one. Yeah, that was the last one. Now they're all shut up for the night. Boop, 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 boop. I need initiative rolls for everyone. You remember your tokens are in the bottom corner.
Well, everyone else's token is.
Yeah.
I can't access my token.
Yeah.
There's always going to be one.
Neither can I.
So
Apparently I can move Raymond's.
I just dragged my
Yeah.
token on there, James. It's fine.
I can too, so all good.
Cool. That one. Why are you going off?
Oh, wow.
I slept all of you.
I rolled well.
Remember, Captain needs to roll for the ship as well.
Sure.
And
Ship stats.
Which is actually a 22. Because you add your crew modifier to that. Now I need to do Z as well. And we're not going to do Carol because you've not trained her to do anything yet. So she's going to just hide below deck.
With a Zenogre and a T-Rex.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not
Oh,
boarding
God.
anybody. Can you imagine boarding our ship when we're sleeping and just being like, sneaks down below deck, runs into T-Rex, runs into Lightning Dog.
Runs into anime game girl.
Runs into eyeless telepathic alien. So, ship goes first.
Ship goes first. Ship goes. I can't remember. Ship doesn't have any fancy actions. That's my turn, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
ship can move or fire.
Ship can move or shoot.
Which way is the wind
Ship-
going?
Yeah.
We're going to say wind is going...
Same as
Roll a
before.
D8.
Roll me a D8, yeah.
Who?
We'll say Trent. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Southwest. So you're going into the wind, exactly.
So our speed is 15 feet.
Then I will turn and go up 15 feet.
Yep.
Should just move like 2 squares up.
Doesn't the ship get 2 actions?
It does.
It does.
And you can technically have one of the cannons fire because during your turn action you would have been pointing at the turtle.
Yes.
Who is
Maybe the
on the
turtle-
cannons?
Maybe the turtle just wants to be friends.
Well, see, I don't care if we actually hunt the turtle. We can. I'm happy just to run away from the turtle.
Run.
Like that's my whole thing. So as captain, I make the exact decision to turn the ship some more. Like I think that would do, and then another 15. So I'm there-ish. There. Whatever.
Yeah, so
About that.
This is one of those situations where I remind you, not everything in the world is your level.
Oh, I'm very well aware.
Yeah, no, just pointing it out. This was a plot point I had prepared in advance, and you're like, "Let's go there now," and I'm like, "They're not ready for this."
Run the fuck away.
Next on the initiative order
Speedrun
is
tactics be like.
Raymond.
Yo. My turn. Not really much I can do.
Raymond?
Except for...
Is that Raymond? That's Peter.
That's me. It's because it's
Yeah,
me
hang
and Mikey.
I'm 17. I've just got 2 people to go.
I can't do much. I'm going to man one of the swivel guns for now.
You can take one of the aim actions, basically. Actually,
Yeah.
that's a special action.
Yeah, that's for
That's a
me,
special action
Raymond,
to
and
give advantage.
Frank.
I'm just going to mount the swivel gun so it can be shot.
Mikey turn.
Pete, shoot better.
Raymond
Okay,
turn.
never done it before. We do better.
Raymond turn.
I'm gonna give advantage to the big ass fuck off cannon.
Yep. Ash turn. Wait.
All ahead, full.
Full speed ahead!
Yeah, which increases the ship's speed next turn by...
Yeah. I roll that, don't I?
Yeah.
What do I roll again? Then
It's D6 times 5, I think.
D6 times 5.
No, 10
foot.
10 feet. Zed's turn. Zed's going to just jump on one of the other cannons and go... and then just clicking sounds.
I'll be back.
Ray's turn.
Are there any silly cannons?
There's a swivel cannon at the back.
I will go to that swivel cannon and get ready.
Kahala turn.
Because there's no other cannons, Kahala's going to solo. Squawk! And that's it.
And
Squawkin'!
technically, Turtle go before Kahala, but apparently it didn't put the initiative in. Turtle technically goes before Ray as well. Doesn't change anything. Because all Ray did was get on a cannon.
This is true.
Yeah, it rolled a 13, but apparently it decided it wasn't going to update the actual turn order for it.
Squawkin'.
Turtle gonna go. Oh no! Things that stole things from my island and annoyed me and made an explosion on my back are getting away, and it's gonna move 40 feet. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Oh no! That's not good for you.
Oh no.
It's going to go, "Arah!" and a gout of condensed steam is going to shoot out of its mouth and strike the back of the ship.
Oh no.
Hey, Trent, whoever's got access to the ship thing, roll a dex. Actually, I'm not even sure if you can save from this. Because it's a con save.
It has a con score.
Roll a con save? You take half damage?
Wood doesn't completely buckle under the pressure of the
You
steam.
sound so like
I'm
positive.
I'm not even sure if the ship can make con saves is the problem. Oh, I need to go check the ship's stat block.
Con for construct save.
Ship. Come on. Vehicle sailing ship. It has a constitution saving throw. It does not have any vulnerabilities. Good to know. As the hull takes...
The hull, yep.
25 damage.
Done.
And turn ends. Making it ship's turn.
Ship turn. Ship is going to turn. Where's the little thing? There it is. Ship
Into
is
the-
going to turn And the ship is going to move, like, another 15 feet.
25.
We're no longer into the
25.
wind.
So
That-ish.
another
There-ish.
another like 1 square because you'll have gotten 30 feet. Plus your
Boom!
Yep.
Oh yeah, because I rolled for the thing, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah. So it would be.
And if you turn again, you can go full
Trent.
60.
Trent? Just a heads up, I'm fairly certain our turning arc is 90 degrees with 1 turn action.
Yep, within 90 degrees of 1 turn.
So
With
you
9
could-
degrees.
90.
So you could be facing directly southeast at this point, is what they're saying. Because you could.
Ever eat soggy we bake southeast, you said?
One more turn, Trent. Just one
We
more
can go
turn.
Over
into
here.
the wind. Or with the wind, I should say.
And then full speed at whatever.
Ba-ba-da-da! How far?
You'd only get like 30 feet that time because you're going to spend like half your movement turning. Because you'd be going silent, so you get like 3 squares.
That-ish.
Yeah.
I basically moved the length of the ship then, so.
Yeah. Peter, turn.
I have nothing that can support the ship, so still going to hold on the swivel gun.
Henry, turn.
Pete, shoot better.
Ancient, turn.
Well, I've already given it an advantage. It's not going to hit in the direction we're facing, so waiting.
Trent, turn.
Full speed ahead!
Zed, turn. Who goes? I'm a man cannon.
Hey!
You guys going quickly next up. Turtle, turn. Turtle's immediately going to roll a d6. Turtle not get breath weapon back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dash action. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is end of turtle turn. Turtle somewhat slow in water.
I was going to say our sailing speed, because we're with the wind, is 60 foot a turn.
So he gets like 120 this turn.
Plus 30.
Hmm?
He rolled a 6 on the full sails.
Well, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. It was like 120.
Well, it's 60 base plus 30, and
90.
twice.
180! Fucking off over the horizon.
I'm just going to ensure that we've still got the longboat attached.
Yeah, I can't see the rules 100% for the movement, so meh.
Because the turn in and speeds are listed under helm and sails.
Yeah, but he's taken the special action, which I can't find right now. Ray, turn. Ray,
I
Ray,
am going to hold a cannon.
Yep. Quartermaster Kahala, turn.
Kahala is simply going to ensure that we still have a longboat attached.
Ship stats. Ship turn. Ship's just going to fuck off in a straight line.
Ship's gonna fuck up in a straight line.
End of encounter. Because now that you're going into the wind, the turtle just can't catch you. Because your ship is, without you even like telling it to go quicker, is 50 foot to its 40 foot. And after like 2 turns, you're even out of range of its breath weapon.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to end the encounter there because you guys just fucking off into the horizon. After a couple of minutes, you can't even see it anymore. Its basically only hope was to catch you before you got into the wind.
Giant turtle scary.
Which, even if it had dashed instead of hitting you with the flame breath, it would have been adjacent to your ship, so it would have got maybe 1 attack of opportunity as you got away.
And just takes out the rudder.
It doesn't have enough damage to have stopped you from moving. maximum damage it could have done would have been like 42. Which it can only hit the hull next to you. Because it can't hit the helm or the sails without using its breath weapon. So it would have just done more hull damage.
Yeah, I'm going to take the 3 things that we got out of the chest, out of the bag of holding, and go over them with Captain Trent.
Yeah.
Damn right. I'll go over them with former Captain Henry.
Yeah.
I am going to go plot a course, because that's apparently what I do as the quartermaster, because we're fucking off in a direction,
Well, you guys,
figuring out which direction we're actually going.
why should you probably have time to go with the others for that? Because you are just leaving this thing sail on a straight line to benefit from as much wind as possible. But yes.
So I want to make sure we're not going to crash into the rocks.
I'm gonna hide in the kitchen.
Yeah, looking at the items, it is another treasure map, and then 2 evidently most likely magical items, because it's a jar with a floating mote of light, and a jewelry case containing 3 identical rings.
We don't have anyone with identify, do we?
Does Zed have it?
It's a 3rd level spell, isn't it?
Identify
Identify is first.
No.
And no, I don't have it yet.
Yeah, identify is first, and it's a ritual.
Mm.
Zed does not have it. I actually don't even think Zed can get it this time, because it's not on the witch list.
I can, I just need to wait.
We'll just look at the map, I guess.
The map leads to another island, several weeks to the east on the other end of the archipelagos.
Right. We don't have enough supplies to make that far,
No,
so...
not currently.
We have enough to get back to basically the Broken Bow Cove or to mainland.
You can most likely make dock at mainland or back at the pirate island.
Well, if we go back to the pirate island, it gets us closer to where this other treasure is. Quote-unquote treasure.
Yeah.
And we can sell the grain and salt that we got.
Well, the other character question is, Trent, Mikey, do you want to get noticed again?
Well, I mean, all we gotta do is rock up and then, unload these barrels and then go and get food.
And to be fair, I barely went into town last time, so I could just go into town this time.
Yeah. It's just like an overnight stay.
I still have the concern if they realise what ship we are.
Why? Did you do something bad when you were there last time?
No, last time we went there, we were actually a slave ship. We were supposed to be the slaves. Shipmen didn't turn up, and they didn't recognise that that was the slave ship that pulled in with us on board. Not
Do
the
we
slaves.
have any paint?
No.
What's our figurehead?
I was gonna say, can we just rename the ship?
Your figurehead is currently like a fairly generic mermaid.
Turn it into a spear or something.
What's the ship's name?
Google is my friend.
We call it like the Lady Marie or something.
The Ball Eater, aka Critical Role.
No.
Turtle bait. Bodie McBoatface.
The elusive servant.
The elusive serpent. I don't want to change it. That's badass.
Yeah.
Do we still want to go towards Pirate Bay again?
See, I'm more towards the mainland personally, but this is like a democratic boat or something.
You're the
You see,
captain.
that's the thing. I gotta plot the course and make sure we don't get lost.
Does anyone else want to go to mainland, or would you rather go back to the cove?
But isn't the treasure map thing your whole thing?
True. Pirate Cove! Lot of calls for the Pirate Cove. Going there for a day.
Uh-huh.
Sell some salt and grain and get some supplies.
There you go. I changed the ship name on the sheet.
Oh, I thought you said elusive serpent.
No, servant.
We can change it to Serpent.
Yeah, no, we could just change 2 letters.
Yeah, so you're going to the pirate dock. You can arrive there fairly easily after another. It's like 10 days travel back. You can trade out the grain and everything, you know.
We have 3 barrels of grain, 1 barrel of salt, and 2 barrels of mixed spice.
You are approached by the same goblin and asked to pay the docking fee.
Which I
think
definitely remember how much that was.
I think it was like 2 gold. It was ridiculously nothing.
I just paid out of my own money.
Yeah.
Not the ship money?
I think that's what Mikey did last time.
Yeah, I think I did.
Deleting storage hold items.
Yes. So the 5 barrels of goods will get you
6
barrels of goods will get you 6 months of rations.
6 months.
6 months of dried rations. These are like large barrels of things like spices and meats and stuff. You are able to, if you trade it 1 for 1, get effectively barrels of cured meats and rations and stuff.
Or can we make it like 5 months of rations and then
I was gonna say
another month of stuff for the pets?
Animal food.
Well,
Yeah.
I was just counting it being 6 months of rations for everyone total. Rather,
Let's also nab some more fishing rods while we're here.
I was gonna say I
managing
would have thought it'd be
2 types of
about a
rations.
month total rations for everyone
No,
because we have the 2.
No, it's a lot. You harvest. These aren't small barrels. I'm talking like 60-gallon barrels of stuff, Peter.
Yeah, even then, that's a hell of a lot.
It's hundreds of pounds of stuff.
You know that saying about don't stare a gift horse in the mouth?
Yeah, I know. Okay, so 6 months. That's 180 days. No.
Yeah,
About that.
Yeah.
give or take. And that's for pets and us.
Updated.
Give me a moment. I'm just working something out for the sake of proving a point. No.
I'm kind of curious, so please work it out.
You went there.
Yep.
It is less about the sale, more about the 180 days for 7 people and pets.
Yeah, well, going on just the salt barrel, it's 760 pounds of salt. At 5 copper pieces a thing, which rations. So that is 76 days of rations. That's 76 days of rations just in that 1 barrel.
Yep.
And that's 1 barrel, and we had another 5 of them. And that nearly gets us halfway.
So assuming each barrel was roughly the same.
Yeah. Then you take into account spices, and they're between 5 to 15 gold a piece. For gonna be more poundage. If anything, I'm underpaying you guys. Because if we say pepper as a nice median, That's 2 gold a pound.
No, it was saffron.
I actually have a price for saffron.
It's the most expensive spice in the world.
Yeah, and it's actually on the trade goods list for D&D.
How much is it in D&D?
15 gold a pound. But like cinnamon is also 2 gold, cloves is 3, so 2, we'll say 2 for the ease of it, is another 1,500 gold. Divide calculate
So that'd be
3,000 rations in a single barrel. So divide that by the what?
7
Plus pence.
9.
Oh, yeah, 9.
It's like 10 months of rations for that one barrel.
So we get all that, and the rest goes into copper, into gold, in the stock.
What exactly did I say you guys had? 1 salt, 2 spices, and what?
We had 2 wet grain, 1 salt, 2 grain? No, 3 grain. 3
1
grain, 2 salt, 1 spice.
So 1 spice. The 1 spice is the 10 months or so of food. We'll say 10 months freeze of it.
Yep.
You said 2 grain, yeah?
3.
3 grain. That is... Divide by that. 25 gold for the 3 barrels. It's only a copper a pound. And then you said 2 salt, yeah?
Yeah.
That is... So what was that? It's about that's about 75 gold. So it's trading in the other 4 barrels is about 100 gold in coins.
Cool.
It does take you a while. You have to piecemeal out the spices, and piecemeal out where you get the rations from. But the salt and stuff you can sell easily. I'm going to ask the question while I've got it open. Does anyone else want to invest in trade goods while you're buying stuff? While I have it open.
Question: do we have a chicken on board?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're
Goat?
not eating it. The chicken is my pet. You do not touch.
Goat?
You don't have a goat. Do you want to be bringing
Well, why don't we-
more livestock on board?
We have
Well,
2
thought is-
carnivorous animals, both with hunting instincts.
I know, but if we keep the goat in the kitchen, we've suddenly got access to fresh dairy.
Isn't Haley the cook?
Yes.
At this point, you have made docks, so this would be the time for anybody to go do shopping or anything if they wanted to.
More fishing rods!
Easy
More
enough.
cannonballs.
When are we getting fishing
Rep
net?
shot.
Troll. Oh yeah, and chain shot.
I will work out
Front-mounted mortar!
I will work out the cost of chain shot between now and next week, because I don't believe that's a default item. Fishing rods, I think I only charged you like a silver a piece last time.
I was going to say 5 each of grape and chain.
Yeah, make a note in the chat. I'll have to work it out during the week because I don't believe they're standard items.
How much grape shot do we want, people?
Well, I feel like that one will be handy. So like 10, 15?
We'll go 10. And then 5 chain.
Anything else?
I was going to say, how much is normal cannonballs?
Canon. Nope. Good question. Surprisingly, even from Saltmarsh, there's no cannonball item.
Oh, okay.
That's because technically the boats from Saltmarsh use fucking ballistas, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
I was going to say, assuming it's like a 1 pound of iron, you could just go off the trade goods.
What? A silver apiece. That sounds good to me. Silver a shot.
Okay. Would swivel gun get us twice that of main gun?
I'll say that, yeah.
Okay. Spending 1 gold on shot.
Hey, James. How much would a spyglass be here in town?
Good question. I know for a fact there's a price on those.
Expensive as balls.
You can't afford one.
What makes you say that?
How much money do you have?
Well, how much is it?
How much money do you have?
How much is it?
How much money do you have?
$5.98.
Yeah, double your money.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
By adventuring gear.
Why are they so expensive?
Before any inflation, there are 1,000 gold.
Refined glass optics.
I guess. Can I buy a broken one?
No. Here's the annoying thing.
Can I buy half one?
There's a magic item version that's only a common.
Do they sell those?
No, because you're not high enough rank for those.
Isn't that in like the
Acquisitions Incorporated?
Yeah.
How much would a scroll of identify cost?
Scroll of Identify, 100 gold.
Could Pete copy it into his spellbook from that?
If I had 50 gold worth of ink.
We can buy the ink.
Yeah, we can do all that. As long as it's assuming we could find one.
Identify is one of the ones that is fairly easy to get hold of. Because even in the Pirate Cove, they're aware that shit comes in cursed.
And where you're finding that scroll, they will probably sell ink.
I'm going to spend 150 gold on making Pete do the thing.
Yep.
Out of ship money?
No, I was going to do it out of my own money.
Pete now knows Identify. Does Pete choose to identify things that are unidentified?
I will also need a pearl worth 100 gold.
You can get that.
That's coming out of ship money.
That's super easy to get here. This is a coastal town.
Yes, we're on the water.
We want some paint.
Oh yeah, we want to change the name of the ship.
Do we actually have carpenter's tools on the ship for you, Mikey?
Yes.
No. No, do we?
Yes, the carpenter's tools were included in the ship. That's how you've been repairing it.
And yes, I will identify the items.
Cool. The glass jar, you try to identify it, and you take 15 radiant damage.
Oh, okay.
As you're like, I cast identify. Ow! I don't know what this is. It's something divine. It's something divine magic related. You don't know. The other thing, the 3 rings are a single magic item.
Ooh.
Upon attunement, each ring can grant a single use of the wish spell.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit.
All 3 rings must be attuned at the same time.
I didn't get to play with this last time.
All three rings must be used. All three rings must be attuned at the same time. All three wishes must be used at the same time.
For the same person?
No, only you have to attune them over multiple people because you only have 2 attunement slots.
Unless you're an artificer.
Yeah.
I'll attune to one.
It does. Your identify does recommend not attuning to more than one of these at a time.
I will unattune from my click of bellowing to attune to a wish ring.
So all 3 rings must be attuned at the same time for the effect to be usable.
And all 3 wishes must be used in the same use.
So it's a one-time use wish
for 3 wishes.
Oh fuck.
Something tells me because they're the wish spell, I'm not going to be allowed anywhere near them. Let's just call it an instinct, shall we?
So the captain wears one.
The captain wears one, right.
I was going to say, I'd probably call over the captain and the first mate and explain what it is.
Man, you ain't
I
getting
like the sound of this.
The thing is, it's the captain's treasure, because it's from the captain's map. So, if anyone's distributing, I'd say Trent is the one distributing them.
Yeah.
It's also to the point after being told I can't use them by myself. It's clearly, well, have to give them out. So I just kind of want to ask people what they'd use their wish on.
Squawker squawkin'. Squawkin' squawkin' squawkin'. Squawker squawkin'.
Okay, so you'd learn how to speak English. Gotcha.
Well, you asked.
I'm not gonna go around and ask everybody. I'm just waiting for people just to yell it out.
I have honestly got no fucking clue.
Yeah, I'm looking. Look at backstory, must remember.
Backstory wise, is I have no clue.
Backstory wise, I don't know yet. What am I gonna wish for? I don't know yet. I think the player would wish last time we had wish.
Actually, I do know what I would wish for. I'd wish to be turned into a true dragon.
You're not getting a ring.
That sounds dangerous. We can't afford to feed a dragon.
Yeah, that's also
No, I'm a kobold.
That's very in character for a kobold. Yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Some dragons can shift their form to humanoid, so
Still gonna eat like a dragon though.
Only when they're
they don't.
Only when they're a high
Peter?
enough CR.
Yeah.
You still got the other stuff out of the chest?
The other thing was a bottle of light that apparently burned me from knowledge.
Squawker,
I
squawker.
have a magic bullet in my pocket. Can you identify that?
Yes.
Squawker squawkin', pointing to the bottle.
What are you putting in the bottle?
Pointing to bottle.
Oh, pointing. No idea. It burned me as I looked at it.
Harla's literally just gonna pick it up and walk off with it.
I just kind of shrug. I don't really care. I like the ring.
I identify the bullet.
Bailey, as you pick up the jar, you feel an overwhelming urge to open it.
No.
You guys don't know this.
I'm aware.
Okay.
Do you wish to resist said urge?
Attempt to resist that urge. You don't just open dangerous things. I've been shot by a chest that someone else opened.
Make a wisdom saving throw. I have to work out what the DC is. Yeah, you don't make it.
Oh no.
Bonk. The little mote floats up, hovers before you, and as you sort of gaze into it dazedly, it just drifts into you.
Oh no.
Your eyes glaze over as you fall backwards.
Sad. Oh wait, shit! I'm the surgeon. Is this happening while I'm identifying the bullet?
Yes.
If I cast a tree stride from on the ship, right? Could I just teleport around the ship?
Is it a tree?
It used to be.
I mean, that'd be an interesting use, I suppose.
I don't have access to tree strides, so I don't know why my brain's thinking of this.
You finishing identifying the bullet, and it's exactly what Mikey thought it was. Would you like to say what you think it was, Mikey?
A death bullet.
Yeah, it's a Reaper bullet. It is the thing you hit is guaranteed to die. Single use.
Damn.
So,
Cool. I then go over and check out the Birdman.
He dead.
Gosh. Huh?
No pulse. No nothing. Eyes glazed over. Dull light coming from within them. Bird dead.
That not good.
Very astute.
Hey, Zed, you there somewhere?
Yeah.
You're good with the Healy things. What do?
Walks over
That
and
man
begins checking. This is beyond what I can fix. I don't know what's
What
wrong.
happened?
You open the jar. The light flew into him, and he fell over. What the fuck was in that jar? You looked at it.
I looked and I get, like, God burned.
God burned.
The fuck was in that jar?
it was like
I
a
don't
little
know.
mote of light.
It God burned me before I learned anything.
It's at this moment you notice that his fingers begin twitching.
Zombie bird. Zombie bird.
He not dead? Cox had decided.
After about the next 30 seconds, Kahala is mostly back to their faculties. They sit up. You're back in control of your character, Bailey.
I cast finger
What
guns, but
happened?
this time I make sure my ring is along the top of my finger so I can use it as an iron sight.
Squawking.
Cat!
Yeah.
You
Just
talk,
wander
he's in
over.
talk back.
What am I? I assume I wasn't nearby and saw this happening, so what happened? You tell me. Ask him. Are you okay?
He opened bottle, light came out, went into him, he'd go down, he'd not get up, then he got up again.
Yeah, he has no clue.
Squawker.
Now he's just squawking.
So who's going to use those rings?
Go me.
It's up to Trent.
It's true. Does anybody really, really want to play with Wish? Yes or no?
I mean, I would wish to have my parents back.
I couldn't afford Desert Ring.
Thank you.
That's it, I want to be turned into a true dragon.
Anybody else? If I don't hear another argument, I'll give it to the dragon.
I kind of want to have a dragon on our side.
Good mood.
You assume it would be on our side.
Alright, give one to the Cobalt.
Fuck.
Ray would wish that she had true magic.
Yeah, you can learn that with just enough practice.
True,
Read a book.
I can
Read
do
a
this
book,
for
nerd.
you.
Also, please note, I'm not going to use my wish right now, so you all gotta wait.
I was going to say, didn't the identify spell tell me it had to be on all 3 wishes on the same thing?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. You have to wait.
Yeah. No, the really wishes will have to be at the same time.
Oh,
They don't have to be
You
the
know,
same.
it's 3 wishes, but they have to be used at the same time, and you in the same sitting, basically. So there's none of this piecemealing it out.
Let's start a tuning in 3, 2, 1.
Already wearing it.
It's like 1/3 wish ring.
Basically.
Can't wait to lose my finger.
I get a sneaking suspicion this is kind of monkey paw deal.
It's the wish spell in D&D. Monkey paw's written into the spell, Raymond. It literally says if you go off book, there can be consequences. It says that in the spell.
Oh, cool. I haven't read the wish spell yet.
There's no need. It's a 9th level spell. You'd probably never get it. Yeah, no, basic use of the wish spell is to duplicate any other spell of 8th level or lower. You don't need the requirements for the spell, blah, 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 blah. There's also a handful of effects. You might be able to achieve something beyond the scope of the above examples. State your wish to the DM precisely as possible. The DM has great latitude in ruling what occurs in such an instance. Greater the wish, the greater the likelihood that something goes wrong. The spell might the spell might simply fail. The spell might desire might only be partially achieved, or you might suffer an unforeseen consequence as a result of how you worded the wish. For example, wishing that the villain is dead might propel you forwards in time to a period where the villain is no longer alive, effectively removing you from the game. Simply wishing for a legendary magic item or artifact might instantly transport you to the presence of the item's current owner. That's written in the spell.
Yep.
Oh, and then the fact that if you're actually casting it as a caster and you cast off book, you have to roll or potentially lose the spell forever.
Yep. And isn't there also like a 1-year time gap between casts?
No. It's per long rest, but you take a bunch of necrotic damage. The stress of the casting a spell to produce effect other than the duplicating another spell weakens you after enduring the stress. Each time you cast a spell until you finish a long rest, you take a d10 necrotic damage per level of spell. This damage can't be reduced or prevented. In addition, your strength drops to 3 if it isn't 3 or lower already for 2d4 days. For each of these days you spend recovering, doing nothing more than light activity. Finally, there is a 33% chance that you are unable to cast Wish ever again if you suffer this stress damage.
So straight up, 1/3 chance you never cast it again.
Yeah.
Shit.
Wish is a perfectly balanced spell. On that point, that's where I'm going to call it for the evening.
Yeah.